Parlor, episode 45. It is your boy SK, Realistic Randy Rap. The Vikings beat the Browns in London. We had to squeak that one out, and we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of people coming back, and we got a winning record going into the bye, but we'll get down to it right after this.
I say the same. I say the same. Alright.
It is Purple Parlor, episode 45. It is your boy SK, Realistic Randy Rap. We are a winning football team this week. How are we feeling after that Browns victory? Vikings victory over the Browns, 21-17, right? Right?
21-17. Yeah.
21-17.
I'm shocked. I thought for sure this would be too much with the super makeshift offensive line they had rolling in against the number one defense. That defensive line that they have is no joke. And that game in particular, I thought the offensive line played tough. They battled it out against what should be or what is widely recognized as better competition, better opponent than you have faced as an offensive line. And that's when you were fully healthy. Now you had people out of position all over the place. But I guess I'll go ahead and start off with it. Like, I was very impressed with Blake Brandel at center. That I'm just thinking to myself, and I know we do this all the time whenever we see a standout performance from a player that either is a new player or a player that's been on the team for a while. We're like, okay, can this be the guy long term? And I'm scared to do it, but it's like also I'm wondering, can Blake Brandel be that guy, especially knowing or at least assuming that Ryan Kelly probably isn't coming back this season, or if he does, you got to be extremely cautious. So I think that's the bright spot from that game, is because I'm always looking for individual performances with how this season has gone. It's been an up and down year so far, but they're 3-2, and I thought the standout guy on Sunday was Blake Brandel.
Yeah, no, I feel exactly the same when you're talking about Blake Brandel. I mean, I'm ready to see. I'm excited to see the line at full strength now with him at center. Man, there was multiple plays where I just locked in on him and watched him do his thing, and I'm like, yo, this dude was excited to get out there, boy, and play center. You feel me? He was playing as if he was trying to prove something, like, hey, bro, I'm a real center or something. I don't know. I mean, I think he just took the opportunity and really shined, man. I'm looking to see him. It's funny, I did a video and I was talking about how all pro Blake Brandel is about to show up, man, because that's the Vikings thing, bro, is that this dude will just randomly play center on Sunday and wind up turning into somebody that we've been missing this whole time. Now, we do got to see a couple more games, obviously, right? But still, he did it to do it against that team. I mean, I think that was a great test to start out with, going up against the Browns. Overall, man, great team win. I'm happy going into the bye. We're over 500. I think this is something to be excited about. We can kind of regroup now. We can kick back, watch football next weekend without any stress. So that's always good to get a little break, as a fan. And yeah, man, let's go, man. Shit, I'm lit. Get it.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with the O-line. They were the star of the game for me because did we give up a sack? I don't have the stats in front of me.
He got sacked 3 times.
Or 3.
Was it 3 times?
I'm pretty sure.
It didn't feel that way. It felt like he was, for the most part, pretty well protected for the defensive line that we're going up against. And give credit to Wentz too. Like, he played a good game. Like, he didn't turn the ball over, was very consistent throughout, and obviously the game-winning drive at the end of the game. So, I mean, I have no complaints with how Wentz played yesterday. Great game by Wentz. But the superstar of this game, and by no surprise, was Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, I'm not going to say willed this team necessarily to victory, but not only what he put out on the field, which I believe was like 9 receptions for 140 something yards or something like that.
I think 123, but close enough.
123, something like that. You lose count at the end of the day. But what was more impressive to me and what gives me security as we got the right leader in the locker room and we have a guy that actually wants to be here. Justin Jefferson throughout the entire week in London and Dublin, but specifically this past week before the game and everything that happened with Addison, and we're gonna get to that too because we got some things to talk about. What I was extremely impressed with, and it's not necessarily a surprise, was how Justin Jefferson assumed the leadership in that whole situation. He said, "Look, I had some words with Jordan. Like, pretty much we know he had to come to him like big brother. Like this shit ain't gonna work, bro. You got to get your shit together. Whatever you were doing." And there's multiple stories of why Jordan Addison didn't play in the first quarter. KOC said it was because he missed the team walkthrough. There's reports online that he was out the night before, the day before, and kind of disappeared for half a day or something like that. Who knows what's the truth? But what we all know is that Jordan Addison, something needs to change or someone needs to go, unfortunately. But Justin Jefferson assumed the leadership role in that, as he should, and said, I had some words with JA. And throughout the week also showed being, hey, best fans in the world. I love being here in this organization. Just an overall just model citizen, model player um, for this franchise. And I'm grateful, man. The way Justin Jefferson handles himself and represents the Minnesota Vikings and then takes on that leadership role that you don't see wide receivers do. Like wide receiver is such a diva position that we have like a literal one of a kind guy in Justin Jefferson. But overall, great win, and you come out feeling we're in the right hands.
Yeah.
It would be a lot easier if he was just a so-so receiver and pulling off goofy stuff like that, because then it'd be easier to just be like, all right, man, maybe we're not even going to move forward with you with this franchise. But then
It's just so
after
good.
getting suspended for a quarter, he comes into the game, he makes the game-winning play. That throw Carson Wentz made, and for him to make that play and score that touchdown, it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to be a knucklehead, just don't let nobody find out, man. Like, I don't know.
I know he was that dude in college. I know damn well Jordan Addison was the guy in college that did no fucking work at all.
Yeah.
Like he was that guy that strictly walked around school and just got into shit just because, but he was such a good football player. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Nobody was going to say shit to him. Like straight up, bro. Look, I think it's unacceptable, to be honest with you. Like, as a fan, I don't like it because I want him available. You know, that's the part of me that's annoyed about it. Is I think he needs to be available for this team to succeed and to get to the level where we want the team to get, because he is that valuable on the football field. You continue to do this shit, bro. Like you're putting. I did a video on it where, like, I'm not even going to accept Justin Jefferson taking responsibility. Justin Jefferson has taken responsibility the past 2 times, bro. This one, fuck that. This is on you, Addy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about to be a man, bruh. Like, straight up, dog. Like, we sick of babying you now. No, And then you watch the press conference in the locker room and shit where they're talking. He's still like, I don't know, man. There's something about him that's irritating. He's laughing and shit as he's talking about it. Ask KO. It's just like, yo, this motherfucker thinks shit a game, don't he? He gonna mess around and fumble one of the greatest opportunities ever, bro. And that's to play in the NFL and actually be able to make the life-changing money for you and your family. I mean, obviously he's already got the money now, but like he's gonna mess something up really bad out here. It's fucking off, bro. Like, for real, I'm telling you. And I don't think Kevin O'Connell and them want to deal with it. I'm gonna call it right now. I think that was the last strike. They're gonna deal with him throughout the season, but I think we're moving on from bro. It's over with.
I'm not.
My prediction is we trade him.
Bro,
if we can get Dexter Lawrence This is my trade prediction. This is my trade. We'll give the Giants Jordan Addison, and I'm willing to give them a damn 4th round pick or something, or a 3rd. Give us Dexter Lawrence and a 6 or something like that. I'm willing to do it, bro. Like Dexter Lawrence would be a hell of an upgrade on the defensive line to stop the damn run, because that's something that we have an issue with.
Yeah.
And let's go. Send his ass to New York. You know what I'm saying? Send him to New York, man.
That would be ideal.
Take a big hit, though.
Yeah, that for sure. You would have to have somebody you're bringing in from free agency, or you're drafting a receiver high to replace that, because we've seen how valuable it is to have a legitimate number 2 next to Justin Jefferson. You've seen it the past 2 games with Jordan Addison. Justin Jefferson has gone over 120 yards in both of those games. Jordan Addison went for 114 in the first game, and then 41 or 51 in this game, missing a quarter, but obviously making the huge catch at the end to win the game. But you see how valuable that wide receiver 2 spot is. So you got to have a plan. And I don't expect this team and KLC and Kwesi to not have a plan to replace that. And I think they know how valuable that is. But I'm with Rap. My prediction that he gets traded. The writing's on the wall.
I don't think the writing's on the wall. I think, for me anyway, it's not the 3rd strike, even though it technically is a 3rd strike, Rap. To me, there's 2 strikes and then a foul to stay on the plate one last time. So with Jordan Addison, it's like, okay, we just replaced the wide receiver 2. It's as much of a knucklehead as he is, and as much dumb stuff as he does. 3 straight years, we're still talking about off the field stuff. Who do you replace that with? Like,
I'll tell you,
it's like I will give him one more chance. Like, you get a 4th strike.
It kills the locker room, though, if you continue to let it happen, because then you got dudes in the locker room looking like, I know JA does his thing, but come on, dog. Like, he got another DUI or something else happen. Like, if you're supposed to be a star on this team, you can say as corny as I sound or whatever, you got to set an example for the rest of the team. Right. If you're one of those stars, you can't sit here and act like a diva and a star, and that shit's just gonna fly. We have a wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 1, you can get away with that. Wide receiver 2, I don't know, because at the end of the day, you still have Justin Jefferson in that room. And by the way, Justin Jefferson is acting right now. You can tell bro is fed up. Like, he's sick of this shit.
Yeah. Like, and it sound crazy. Like, I'm with you, SK, on that. Like trying to, because I'm not trying to sound like, I don't know, because you know what's crazy is I was Jordan Addison. You know what I mean? Playing sports and shit. I'm taking the team off before practice, smoking weed and coming back high and doing all the dumb shit, getting everybody involved in the stupid shit. You know, hey, SK will tell you I was late to Skull Fest 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Fucking around in Minneapolis. You feel me?
Come on, Doug.
I am the Jordan Addison. Hell you talking about? But no, look, hey, I'm telling you, as a fan, though, bro, I gotta be honest. We're so invested in this team, like, bro, we expect nothing but the best from a guy like him, man. That's out there performing. I want to answer your question, Randy. You say, how do you replace that? Unfortunately, the way you replace that, you have to draft high. I'm talking 1st round. You have to you have to get one. You got to go once again in the 1st round and get a wide receiver.
And okay, so I counter you with this. With that, the way that everybody's been talking about Kwesi Adafo-Mensah in the draft, do you trust him to replace that type of talent in the draft?
Nope.
I'll say this. I'm going to give him a yeah on this because of the position. Because the wide receiver position, to me, I feel like us 3 up here could draft a wide receiver. If they said, hey, you can only draft a wide receiver in the 1st round, I think we can probably hit it. Because wide receivers, man, when they coming out, like, I'm telling you, yes, there's been busts, there's been miss. But I think adding one to the Minnesota Vikings, I think if you pick one of the top 4 wide receivers coming out of college football this year, the chances of you hitting are super high, man. Especially dropping them into our offense. I think they're super high. You know, that's my opinion, you know, and really the statistics have showed like the past couple drafts that these wide receivers. I mean, think about all the wide receivers, bro. Ibuka that we're talking about now, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean,
Yeah.
all of these younger guys are coming in, bro, and they're just balling out, man. It's kind of just happening now. And it's always the first round draft. So you got to make sure that's why I say you there's no excuse. You would have to get him in the first. You would have to. You would have to be one of the top receivers, not some dude in the third round that you saw have 2 games and it's like, oh yeah, well, he has the potential. No, we're talking about a motherfucker who really out there doing their thing week in and week out, like Jordan Addison was doing in college.
Yeah, and I think there also might be a possibility to go out there and grab a veteran wide receiver. And I know that sounds like, ugh, another veteran wide receiver. Do I want to go that route? But
Nah.
and this is very far-fetched, and this is probably not gonna happen. Usually trades like this don't happen all the time. They happen, but not all the time. Say you go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Say, hey, Philly, we got Jordan Addison. We got a young guy. He wants to get paid. He has some issues. You guys taking
Or are
guys,
you talking about AJ
Don't do
Brown?
this.
and then you guys send us over AJ Brown. We
Oh no!
I knew you was gonna do that shit.
no!
and then we take on AJ Brown for the next 2 to 3
Have
years.
y'all been paying attention to AJ Brown lately?
They don't throw
doesn't
him
get the ball.
I've
He doesn't
never
get the ball.
seen a receiver be so mad about winning. And this
Yeah,
goes
but he
out
doesn't get
about
the
Philly.
ball. He doesn't get the ball, Randy.
Apparently, they don't need to throw him the ball. He gets pissed off and starts bitching and moaning when they win. Okay, fine. You didn't get the yard. Justin Jefferson, you want to talk about a culture breaker? Justin Jefferson, how many games is it where he's had to suffer because the offense has been so stagnant? And
I'ma say
the
that I don't
Vikings end up losing the game, and he's still like, you know what? We still got to get out there and do what we got to do what we need to do in order to win the game. AJ Brown, dude.
No, look, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't want him, but I get SK's point. I wouldn't want AJ Brown at all. I'm being serious, but I get the point. I get the point. That's all I'm saying.
This might be the best wide receiver 2 in the league, man.
No,
yeah, you're right. I agree.
And I agree with you. I agree with you on that. The problem is that if you're a locker room, and I'm not saying he's a locker room cancer right now, but these are red flags that we're getting here. When he first got drafted, I don't know if y'all remember, the first thing he said on the mic after he got drafted was, let's go get paid.
Yeah.
Let's go get paid. He ain't talking about on the football field. He's talking about let's get this check. He wants to get paid. How much is he going to want? How much is he going to demand on the open market to where if you really want to keep him around, are you going to pay $28 million a year for
Bro,
Jordan?
he doesn't feel like a Viking. Like, you know what I mean?
He wants to be the number one.
Like, Addison doesn't feel like a guy we're going to be rooting for years. All right. Addison feels like a guy like once this contract's up, he's out of there. Like, I mean, it's always had that
pays him the most.
Yeah. Whoever pays him. So like Addison isn't, I think from the moment we drafted him, man, he never was a guy that like Justin Jefferson that's going to be here and we're going to be rooting for him for the next 5-6 years. Nah. Like, it's over with, bro. And these are just adding on top of making it easier for the Vikings brass to be done. Like, to be honest with you, because like SK said, if you allow him to get away with it, you got these other young players coming in. They gonna think they can get away with it. Nah, bro. Like, Randy, he missed the walkthrough before the game.
It's ridiculous. He shouldn't have missed it. But then
That
again, you got to
crazy.
remember, it is crazy. When I saw that, I said, really? You missed the walkthrough, dude? You know how this works.
Like, you might want to miss the flight.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's
if he doesn't,
we being a little extra. We being a little extra.
If he doesn't make that game-winning catch, we're having a completely different conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
One catch.
There are some
conversation.
There are some players that in the public eye, in front of the media, you're like, we're gonna talk with them, and we talked with them, and we came to an understanding that something like this will never happen again. But then in the office, in the closed door offices, it's like, hey man, look, just you're putting me in a tough situation here, man. You're a beast. We want you here. Can you please just stop doing dumb shit? Just stop. because you're making this difficult on me. I can only do this. I can only protect you for so long. One more
But I
chance,
mean,
Jimmy.
but how many times are you gonna have that conversation with the guy? I'm here for giving the guy one more chance, but here's the thing: the longer you let this go, and the more things you let happen, the further his trade value is going to plummet.
Yeah.
Nobody's
That
going to give you a
man,
first or second round pick for a guy that's trouble off the field.
Yeah.
listen, man.
When they can draft a guy and he comes in and he's productive immediately,
You
like we've
you go
seen with
you go
receivers
from
these
elite
past
to
few years.
just productive. That's what I'm afraid of. Because this
Well,
offense is barely able to hold on as it is. I mean,
Yeah,
hell, you look at the offense this year, and I get it, rotating quarterbacks just like it was in what 2023. But you look at the third down conversion rate, and I'm talking about staying ahead of the down. So you can, the better teams in the league, the actual contenders in this league, they know how to get ahead of the downs and get in third and short, third and manageable situations. The
yeah,
Vikings are the second worst team in football at third down conversion rate. So then you take that information, and yeah, you had Jordan Addison for what, the second game? But even yesterday against the Browns, how many times were we saying, hey, why are we in third and long situations? The Vikings, they went 3 for 9 on third downs. The only reason it doesn't even matter is because the Browns went 3 for 15 on third down conversions. So going from that elite wide receiver two, who's maybe the best in football, take him away to teach him a lesson, to bring in a Jalen Naylor type for your new wide receiver two. That's going to be
not Jalen
you can't
bro,
Naylor.
you
no,
can't find
no,
talent like
no.
that
Come
Wait,
on
I can't
on.
green.
let you get away with that. I can't
We
let you
can't
get
let
away
you
with
get
that,
away
Randy.
with that.
I
With
can't let
what?
you do that.
With
Because
what?
this is the thing. Because this is the thing. Jalen Naylor was a 4th-round draft pick, I believe, right? 4th or 5th.
No, no,
What? Yeah.
third? No, he
Was
was
he
a
a third?
fourth. He was a fourth.
Yeah, because we got him in the same round as Ty Chandler, right?
Yeah.
I think we're so. And in the chat, correct us if somebody who knows it off the top of their head. But anyways, like that's a fourth. That's what we're not going to do. If you are to move off of Jordan Addison, you absolutely are committing to going wide receiver in the first to replace that.
Yeah.
But the better situation, in my opinion, would be to, you got to you got to give to get. And we talk about this team right now, and what's more concerning, right? To me, I think what's more concerning is being able to stop the run. I think that I still think the trenches on the defensive side of the ball is a bigger concern, because when we get into the playoffs, teams like to run the football. Right now, bro, we will get 250 dropped on our head, bro,
Yep.
if we go up against a team that's in their bag running the football.
Oh,
We
the
have
Eagles about to
nobody.
run it down our throat.
Jordan
That's what I'm
Addison, it
saying.
don't
That's
matter what type of wide receivers we have, they're not saving us. We're gonna get stomped out there, clock control, and it's gonna be sickening. I would love to have a guy like Dexter Lawrence. I'm just saying. I think I would give Addison up for Dexter Lawrence. You want to keep bullshitting, bro? Go bullshit in New York. You know what I mean? Watch what them fans do. Because New
Yeah.
York fans, they gonna fucking crucify you off of the first thing you do, bro. You look at the camera wrong, and your ass gonna be on the New York Times paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, do your thing, bro. Let us get Dexter Lawrence. And I love Jordan Addison. I don't want this to come off as, hey, man, F this dude. I'm just saying we cannot allow it to continue to happen. This is 3 strikes. I know Randy said this is really technically 2. I'm calling it 3, bro. You missed the fucking
Full
walkthrough for
count.
the game. That is almost worse than the DUI, in my opinion. Shit, I'm gonna be honest
We made
with you.
shirts for you, dog. We made shirts for
We
you.
made sure for you free 3.
We made free 3 shirts for you, and this is what you do.
Bro, like he pretty much missed the practice before the game. Like, come on, dog. Like
In a
that's
different
crazy work.
country. He just disappeared in a different
What he
country.
did.
Just said fuck it. And Skull Mafia got a point. I do believe that he just doesn't like being in anybody's shadow. And we're talking about Justin Jefferson. He doesn't want Justin Jefferson to be his mentor. He wants to be above Justin Jefferson. He has that type of personality, which is
Or
cool.
feel the
I mean,
same
look,
level.
he's a dog. Yeah, he's a dog. He's a competitor. I get that. But like, bro, you have to look at the reality of this thing. You are not Justin Jefferson. All right. Could you probably beat him? I'm gonna say I would go out on the limb and say, listen, if Addison was a number 1 wide receiver, if we didn't have Justin Jefferson and you were to focus all of your offense and run it through Jordan Addison, I would say he probably wouldn't be that far off. I still don't think he would be on the exact level, but I don't think he would be that far off. He
I,
has that talent.
I think he would
He'd
be
be like a Diggs.
Yeah, exactly, like a
He'd
prime
be like a
Diggs. That's what
Diggs.
I was gonna say. He would be a prime Diggs.
So, I mean, he's a good player, man. I'm just saying, Randy, you want to keep patting him on the wrist. You know what I mean? Hey, you go ahead. You get one more chance.
You want to create another hole on top of the many holes that they have to address in the offseason.
You gotta fill that
$60 million over the cap.
You gotta fill that hole immediately. But
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
that's a
pay the
fact.
guy. You can't pay the guy that much. He's lost his leverage in negotiations. Wouldn't you agree, Randy?
No,
No,
he hasn't. Listen, you know how many times a coach will turn their head, will have a blind eye to some goofiness off the field as long as it's not over the top, but they're that damn talented that you're like, oh God, okay, yeah. Whatever. Not all players are the same. If this was Jalen Naylor doing this stuff, or Cam Akers, or I don't know, Ty Chandler, Miles Price, whatever,
they would have been
be something different.
They'd have been cut already.
Yeah, he would have been cut. But like this is the best wide receiver 2 in the league, and you see how much better the offense can be, especially if the play calling is going to remain the same, where it's just, hey, go deep down the sideline, somebody make a play. Then you need receivers like this, receivers plural, not a Jefferson and Jalen Naylor. I don't
just keep throwing Jalen Naylor under the bus, bro. You already ran him over a couple times tonight. So
I agree with you on Jalen Naylor,
bro.
I agree.
Based on that,
Jalen Naylor was a big part of our victory yesterday, by the way.
He was. All right. He was. I'll give him that.
Okay. He would not have made that play that Jordan Addison made to win the game. You know it, and I know it.
I'll agree with you on that.
Jalen,
we know Addison's a beast, bro. He is a beast, but he's pissing us off.
I get it, but come on, man. That talent. I'm all about accountability, but if you have this supernatural ability to just go off and take over a game,
you get a pass.
Yeah, you get a pass. Honestly enough, if this was somebody like George Pickens, I'm like, oh hell no. Like, you're all right. You're pretty good, but you're not that great.
George Pickens is kind of similar. George Pickens is kind of similar.
No, they're not.
I'm not saying talent-wise. I'm saying attitude-wise, and you saw what happened, obviously.
He's worse attitude-wise. George Pickens.
Addison's more nonchalant about things. He's like, it looks like he doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Problem. He's just like, or he's always high.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, because he's just always it looks like he's in another world. He's just
he's like, I fucked up last night, man. I had some girls at the telly, man. My bad, bro. Ask KO about it. What you want me to say, man? Go ask KO about it.
I look at it this way.
Let's talk about this touchdown catch.
If we had the #1 podcast in the world, which obviously we do, and I went off and I just disappeared for one show, and I'm just out of here. Y'all gonna be looking at me like, SK, what the fuck, bro? Like, we had a big show this week, and you showed up and missed the first 15, 20 minutes of it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
We're gonna trade you.
We are the #1 podcast in the world, and you're missing 20 minutes of a show?
Yeah.
And you're a vital part of this show?
Mm-hmm.
How are y'all gonna look at me?
I mean,
you are pretty good at your job, so
you are good.
Randy may give you a couple passes. He's gonna give you like 8 strikes. I'm gonna fire your ass.
It's a lot harder to replace a talent such as Jordan Addison compared to a podcaster. Like,
that is a fact.
Listen,
people could forget about me and just not even give a damn.
Don't you say that, Randy?
Nah, for sure, man. It is. It's hard to. It's obvious though. Like, us three up here are really good at what we do. I would say, you know what I mean. I feel like we're all really good. Randy, I mean, you've been doing it for a super long time. Inspiration to me. You know what I mean. Somebody who I watched way before I even thought about doing YouTube and talking Vikings. So, man, look, man. Hey, there is special ones. Let's just say that. There's special ones, man. For sure. And you one of them. We all one of them.
I appreciate
we're a team here, and if I
Yeah, we are a
fucked up
team, man.
and I didn't do what I'm supposed to do as a teammate, as a third of this show, then y'all would feel some type of way about it, right?
But
Yeah.
if you showed up late and you
And
came with some
killed it.
hot ass tape and the
Yeah.
numbers blow up, then
Yeah.
we'd be like, all right. That's
All right.
As long as your name's not Jalen Naylor SK, I think you'll be all right.
But I also want to get paid too. So
yeah,
what's
for
up?
sure.
You know,
put in the work.
All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next topic here. I think we beat the Jordan Addison topic to death just now.
Now let's talk about quarterbacks. No,
let's talk about quarterback. This is a whole nother. Let's get a whole nother yelling match here, real quick.
Shout outs first, though, right?
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out everybody in the building, man. I hope the nation is feeling good. We are one game over 500 going into the bye. Which honestly, if you're not feeling good, man, just look in the mirror and slap yourself, bro. Because listen, you may have had us being 5-0 at this point. But the reality is we knew we were going into this season regardless with a young quarterback, man. And to be 3-2 right now with all the adversity already we face with injuries and all that. I mean, look, man, let's give our Vikings a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
All right? We in a good situation right now. We're in a good situation. So let's crank it up, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. We got Eric from New Mexico, Florinda and Raquel, Two-Tone, Blunt. I see you. Who are you, my ninja? I see you in the building, man. Shout out to you, man. Nano was good. Chevy, I see you. Let's go, man. Y'all make sure hit the like button too, man. That's important. Adrian, man, I see you being active. Appreciate you in the chat for sure. Purple and Gold Bars, what's happening with you, man? Papa Gary's in the building. Knowledge, Darius. I don't want to miss anybody. I done made it through the list now. Fuck it. Let's keep going. Let's see who else we got. My Skull Bro Ski, man. Shout out to you, man. Skull Moff in the building, man. Dylan was good. Norse Bird, man, what's up, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Blunt was good with you. Chance, what's happening, man? Appreciate you. And y'all make sure hit the like button. Don't be stealing, man. Hit the like button. It's free. You heard? Maverick was good with you. Let's see who else we got. Philly, what's happening? Shout out Philly in the building. And I think we good, man. If I miss somebody, man, we sorry. We love you. Thank you for tapping in tonight.
Absolutely. But
shout out to everybody.
You thought that back and forth was a lot. Let's talk about the quarterbacks now. Carson Wentz, obviously, we mentioned at the beginning of the show, had a good game, had a really good game, good, consistent, productive game, did exactly what he needed to do, and made a great throw at the end of that game to Jordan Addison to win it. And great drive. I think he was like 7 for 7 on that drive or something like that. So looked really good. I can't even put him down, man. But going into the bye, JJ McCarthy is starting to practice again. I'll ask the question, who starts after the bye week against the Eagles at home in US Bank Stadium?
Drop it in the chat too.
Drop it in the chat.
If he's healthy, JJ McCarthy should start.
Now, why?
Because not only does he need the reps for development, but we're getting to a point now where injury is starting to become a concern. He missed all of last year. He's only played in 2 games this year. I'm starting to think, does this guy have a durability issue? And if he does, that's a whole different conversation than, okay, is he talented enough? Is he good enough to be effective for this team? Is he good enough for this team? And can he stay healthy? And the more that he stays out for this season, the more that's going to be a real problem, because next year we're going into year 3. We can't keep delaying this thing. So if he ends up sitting against the Eagles, and I don't even care that it's the Eagles. I don't care who it's up against. You got to play at some point. But if this thing keeps going and going, then we're like, what, basically 2 years missed going into year 3?
Yep.
Nah, man, get his ass out there.
No, I agree. I mean, I think everybody knows my answer here in the building tonight. Definitely JJ McCarthy. And look, like SK said, not to take away from Carson Wentz this last game. I think a lot of it had to do with our coach getting his head out of his ass too. Now, was there a couple drives where you can criticize KOC? I was definitely very critical on KOC this week leading up into this game. And then watching the game, I was like, I mean, I'm watching every little thing, bro. I'm looking for a reason, right? Because I'm there now. And I gotta say, was there a couple things? Yeah, but for the most part, I think he finally realized the situation. We always talk about KOC with situational football, and that's in-game play calling. But I think he actually went into this game knowing the situation of just the football team in general right now, the Minnesota Vikings right now, and being, hey, we got a guy going in at center that's never played it. We got this injury and that injury and all this other shit, plus Carson Wentz. I think he did a really good job, man, calling this game. Carson Wentz, man, look, he looked good, but the truth of the matter is this: he is a backup. He did exactly what you would want your backup to do. Like, he did his job. You bring him on the roster to be a backup to go win games if needed while your starter's out for whatever the reason may be. All right, injuries is usually the reason, but he did what he did, man. He went 2-1. Now the starter's healthy. It's time to put the starter in, bro. Like, period. We have to see it. That's just what it is, man. JJ all day, and hopefully he's healthy though. He has to be 100% too. Though, I'll say that, and they're gonna figure that out this week. I think they were talking about.
I got him starting against the Eagles too. Obviously, if he's healthy, it's what has it been? It'll be 4 weeks when the Eagles game comes up, right? They said 2 to 4
Yeah.
weeks. Usually, a high ankle sprain is usually like 3 to 5-ish weeks. But if he's healthy, he's got to go. Reps, I agree with everything you guys say. Reps wise, you got to get him out on field. You got to see what he's got. And to be honest with you, 2 weeks ago, I'd have been like, you might not want to put him out there against the Eagles. But at this point, watching 2 more weeks of the Eagles, it's not as intimidating. Like, obviously, they have Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis in the middle over there, but it's not this crazy vaunted like Eagles defense that I'm super scared of, especially if the O-line can play like they played against the Browns defensive line. We're getting Donovan Jackson back, hopefully against the Eagles. If not against the Eagles, then probably the Chargers. But if the O-line holds up like it did against the Cleveland Browns, regardless who's playing on it, then you got to roll the kid out there, regardless of who you're playing. And then also on the short week against the Chargers aren't looking as hot as they were 2 weeks ago.
What, they're on a 2-game losing streak?
Yeah, the Lions are banged up, at least on the defensive side of the ball. They just keep scoring 40+ points every game, so you're gonna have to slow that offense down. And then you got the Ravens, who aren't necessarily the Ravens that we thought they would be. I think Lamar Jackson will be back at that time, but it's still not the same Ravens team. So you kind of have an opportunity here after the bye that, okay, we can beat the Eagles if JJ McCarthy is playing well and we're not turning the ball over, which against the Browns, we still had a turnover problem. Jordan Mason fumbled.
Yes.
Xavier Scott, your guy Xavier Scott fumbled. Am I missing another turnover? Or were those the only 2?
I think those were the
Wentz
only 2.
fumbled, but we recovered it or something, if I'm not mistaken. So, but we gotta figure out this turning the ball over situation. And with JJ McCarthy coming back, he's got to know you can't turn the ball over, kid. Like, our defense is playing decent outside of stopping the run, but you got to be able to not turn the ball over. So you have an opportunity to actually grab some games against some good teams that are legitimate contenders. So, hey, coming off a bye, you should be, for the most part, healthy. And I think the biggest thing, we get Blake Cashman back. Hopefully, we get Blake Cashman back because we're going to need that. Side note, Saquon, the Eagles didn't practice today, but if there was a practice today,
he would have been out.
He has some type of knee thing going on.
Okay.
So, hey,
well,
man.
he's got to play. And then for the offense, I talked about how they are second to last in third down conversion rate. There's a discipline factor as well, because the Vikings are also the second worst team in committing penalties.
Yep.
So you shoot yourselves in the foot constantly, time after time again, then you're not going to put yourself. Oftentimes you'll lose those games. So you got to stay disciplined. You got to get healthy. We got to see what JJ McCarthy is about. And let's ride, man. See what the rest of the season, see where it takes us.
Yeah,
Yeah, you kinda have
nah,
nothing to
100%.
lose.
You got nothing. You really don't, man. I think like this is a season, even being 3-2 right now, and I'll tell you the NFC. I mean, which team is real? What team other than? I mean, it
Eagles,
sucks to say, but like the Eagles,
Tampa
I guess,
Bay,
and the Lions,
Tampa Bay, Seattle,
Tampa Bay.
those are all legitimate contenders. Tampa Bay,
Rams still.
Seattle, Philly.
So when I go down the list and I think about it, and I'm like, and realistically, can we beat these teams if we're full strength and we go in, head to head, we're full strength, we have our offensive line, and JJ just plays a clean game. We're not asking you to be Patrick Mahomes and put the team on your back. Just play a clean game with the defense humming. Can we beat these teams? I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, we got a fair shot. We have to at least punch a ticket. I think I'm interested to see these next four games because these coming off the bye, these were the games that everybody was talking about. This is the tough part of the schedule. We're going against this team and that team. And it's like, all right, if we can come out of this 4-game stretch even 2-2, I mean, shit, I think we cooking with grease. I would prefer 3-1, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited. I'm
If
excited,
you're
man. I'm
if
ready
you're
to see
gonna make
JJ.
if you're gonna make the playoffs, though, as far as looking at comparing yourselves to the other teams in the NFC, realistically, I think there's just going to be one spot for a wild card spot. That is, unless the Vikings are somehow, some way able to win the NFC North. But a lot of things have to go right.
Oh yeah.
JJ McCarthy has to come out and, like you said, have a clean game. The defense has some issues as well.
Mhm,
Once you get past the defensive line, who really the only people that have been producing there is LDR and Jalen Redmond.
mhm.
Hargrave made a couple of plays yesterday, not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Jonathan Allen, I may have seen him once, but they've been largely disappointing. You need a lot of things to go right. So assuming that a wild card spot is your best case scenario, because the NFC West, they're gonna have 3 teams in the NFC playoffs. So that would leave one wild card spot remaining. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna do that, like, a lot of things have to go right, and it's coaching, it's player execution, it's everything. This hopefully this bye week, they take the time to really hit the books as far as the coaching staff, hit the books, objectively look at what has gone right and what has gone wrong. I will say there was during the watch party I did yesterday morning, there was a play where you had TJ Hawkinson. I think it was in the second half, third quarter, maybe fourth. Doesn't matter. There was a play where you had TJ Hawkinson, set hut, 6 yards, curl, bam, hits him and gets about 7, 8 yards. And I'm like, hey, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Instead of, whoa, deep throws, sidelines, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Keep it
No.
running, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
you played a
sure.
great game. And the trick play, the Cam Akers to Josh Oliver touchdown was a nice touch.
It
It
Yep.
looked
was.
blocked up very well, like very well schemed. He was wide
Yep.
open. Great throw by Cam Akers on the run, by the way, with people in his
Yeah.
face. So yeah,
He
no.
played quarterback. Now, and the crazy part is, I was saying this, if that play would have failed and we would have lost this game, that play right there would have been, boy, listen, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, KOC would have been, hey, Randy smiling because he would have been on that motherfucker heavy
Yeah,
tonight,
he
boy.
would.
Dumb motherfucker, you gonna call a damn, you gonna have Cam Akers throw the damn football. I'm glad it
That was
worked.
a
I
good
say
play.
that. Let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
I'm glad it worked because I would have been on him too. You feel me? Like I was waiting
sure.
for that shit. As it was like sitting there and they were doing it, I'm looking like, oh my God, I cannot believe my eyes right now. I see Cam Akers cocking back. I'm like, holy shit.
Uh,
But then I'm like, oh,
so
let's go.
they showed the front angle of that play. So it was on Cam Akers and his helmet. You could see his face on the replay.
Yeah.
This dude had all the confidence in the world making that play. He looked like, I'm not even kidding, he looked like Steph Curry, like
Yeah.
off the dribble, 3-point shot. He just went and faded back while doing it. Just
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
They said he had his they had his helmet geared up with they had an extra
Yeah,
helmet
he
for
was the
him though,
emergency quarterback.
because he was the emergency
Oh, okay.
quarterback because he played quarterback in high school. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out
So,
Cam Akers, man.
shout out
Vikings.
Cam Akers, man.
His
That
third
should be a
stint.
poster.
Third
Yeah.
stint of hey, listen,
Yeah.
rap. We need to come up with a T-shirt for Cam. Killer
I
Cam.
know.
Something.
Yeah, we do. He's
Something.
definitely part of the Vikings
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
got to put
He's
something
a
in the
staple.
works for that
He's
one.
a staple now.
He's a
Yeah.
staple. 3-1. Shout out 3-1, man.
Shout out 3-1, man.
Yeah,
Let's
killer.
go, man. Shout out 3-1.
But let's get to the sizzling 7. So we get back to this Monday Night Football game. Chiefs are up 14-0 right now.
The
Looking like
Chiefs
Who
are
are they
back.
playing?
the Jags.
The Chiefs
Oh.
are back.
Playing the Jags. So recapping last week, and Randy made some progress on me and Rap last week. First game was San Francisco at LA. We all picked LA and lost, unfortunately. Next game, Texans at Baltimore. Randy picked the Texans. Baltimore without Lamar Jackson. He picked up the win there, guys. Tampa Bay at Seattle. We all picked Tampa Bay, so we got that one. Tennessee at Arizona. Randy was the only one to pick Tennessee, so getting back in the mix. Miami at Carolina. Me and Randy picked Carolina. Rap picked Miami. Dallas at New York. We all picked Dallas. And Minnesota at Cleveland. The only game Randy didn't pick correct was the Vikings-Browns game, as he picked Cleveland last week.
And remember when he picked the Bengals.
Exactly. So everybody, we got to make sure Randy goes against the Vikings every week for the rest of the season now. And hell, we might end up 15-2 at the end of the season.
For sure.
If history, proves itself right. So with that tally, Randy went 6-1. Rap went 1, 2, 3, 4-3.
I didn't do that bad. I thought I did worse than that.
Yeah, so Rap went 4-3.
All right.
Randy got 6
crazy
on that one. And then I got no, I'm sorry. You went 5-2. We all picked LA. My apologies. Randy got 5. Rap got 3 out of 7, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Rap with 3, me with 4, Randy with 5. This might be your first week of winning, sizzling 7.
It might be.
Randy,
be.
Hey, give him a round of applause.
I've
round of applause, man.
Give him a round of applause. Let's go, Randy. Let's go with the win.
He's like, man, hold up, man. I know I've won multiple weeks last. I might have fell behind early, but I was climbing back.
Oh man. Okay, so with Rap, let's do 3, myself 4, and then Randy.
Good thing
5.
I had a nice little cushion.
So yeah, you did have a nice little cushion. So that brings 9, 13, 16 for Rap, 7, 9, 4 is 13 for me, and Randy 7, 8, 13 for Randy. So 16, 13, and 13. Things are getting close. Randy caught up to me, so we're tied up.
I got a 3-game lead.
3-game lead. That is gonna dwindle down real quick, just like it did.
I'm finna crank back up right here.
So since we're gonna do it this way, since Rap is in first place, he's going to pick first.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that y'all can copy me, because if you want to win, you know what I'm saying.
All right, first game on the docket. No Vikings game this week, but we're still doing 7 games, and it was
thank God.
Right. This one is Seattle at Jacksonville. Seattle at
give me
Jacksonville.
Give me Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. I'll go in Seattle. They bounce back with a win. Jacksonville's not looking good right now. Next game on the docket, Cleveland at Pittsburgh. The last two teams that we watch or we played actually.
Give me
Cleveland at
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yep.
Divisional games are always just
This one's tricky.
funny. Yeah, it is tricky.
Dylan Gabriel.
But I was just about to say the way he played his first start, you're going up against Aaron Rodgers. I'll take the Steelers.
Okay. All right. Next game, another ugly one. Tennessee at Las Vegas. This is a tough one.
Oh my God, that's the toilet bowl.
Oh,
holy shit. That's the toilet bowl of the season
Saved that
so
one
far
for
right
last.
there.
Should have saved it for last.
You know what? I'm gonna go Raiders, bro. Like something like come on, bro. Come on, man. Pete Carroll, Geno Smith. Like if y'all go out there and lose this game, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
Man? I gotta go. I'm going Raiders.
I'm going Vegas too. I'm going
Raiders, man.
I'm gonna go Vegas. I'll go with the Raiders.
You took Tennessee last week and they worked out for you. Giving
Barely.
up on that
that was the luckiest win of all time. Like,
that might be their only win all season.
It might. So I would say the Raiders are the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, 49ers at Tampa Bay.
That's a good game.
That is a good game.
It's a good one. That might be one that I watch. Let me see. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 49ers. I'm gonna go 49ers in this one.
Okay. I'm going Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I'm going 49ers as well.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You motherfuckers.
I gotta be honest. I'm one of those dudes who sleep on Tampa Bay a lot. I just, for some reason, I feel like it's just gonna come. Like they're going to win 8 and lose 9. Like that's just what it is, bro. Like so,
the best team in the NFC right now, man.
Yeah,
they really are. But San Fran's getting hot.
They just lost to the Jags last week.
Yeah, but they won. No,
they just won. Oh, okay.
They lost to who did they play this week?
They got a big win against the Rams.
Yeah, they beat the Rams.
That was a home
Thursday night football
at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
The Rams are frauds.
With Mac Jones.
The Rams are frauds, man.
I think Brock Purdy should be back, right? I think Brock Purdy should.
He should be.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter, though. Tampa Bay is going to whoop up on him. Buffalo at Atlanta.
Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo. Yeah.
Off a loss.
Yeah.
Next game, Chicago at Washington.
I'm going Washington. Washington look good, boy. When freaking hey, Jaden Daniels is back. That shit just different out there. I'm going Washington.
Commanders.
Yeah. We're all kind of in agreement for the most part here. This one, Detroit at Kansas City, is the last game on the docket.
Oh, that's a good game. Damn, boy, there's some good games on during our bye week, though. There's a couple bangers on there. Okay.
Detroit at KC.
Detroit at KC. I'm going Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are back. I'm telling you right now, the Chiefs are back.
I'm going to say the Chiefs, too. I think
Chiefs
winning
might run
at
the table.
Arrowhead is tough, no matter how good of a team you are.
I see the Chiefs running the table now.
There's not much room for any catching up here besides
I got one.
Besides the 49ers Tampa Bay game, which is every other game we all picked the same.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I thought there was one more that we picked different. No,
we're boring guys.
Well, Randy went against us on one of them though.
Right? No. Nope.
No, I got Niners beating Bucks. But that's about it.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So we got one game. That's it. It's all right. Hey, it's getting to the thick of things, man. We got to keep the race tight. Hey, keep the race tight, man. You know.
Hey, man. Everybody else keep track with us. I don't want to hear nothing.
That's what it is, man. You know, we got Mike recount. Y'all keep an eye on SK over there when he start to tallying up them wins and shit. Man,
yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever. Still the champ.
All who did the Packers play next week? Oh, somebody said who did the Packers play?
Packers got a bye, I think. Let me see.
I thought they were on a bye. They didn't play this week.
They play the Bengals.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, they play the Bengals next week. All the other games were Patriots, Saints, Cowboys, Panthers. Rams, Ravens, but Lamar Jackson's not playing.
Mm-mm.
Cardinals, Colts, I could have put in there.
Nah, yeah,
Chargers,
you right.
Dolphins,
Nah, you picked the right ones. You picked the right ones.
and Broncos, Jets, or Eagles, Giants. Like
Yeah.
everything else is kind of like, I don't know. So, but yeah, that is our sizzling 7. But shoot, man, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Looks like it's about to be halftime of the Monday night game, so perfect timing. Anything you guys want to leave the people before we get out of here?
A week off. Hell
Week
yeah.
off.
Did we get a
just
week
sit
off
back.
too? Are we taking a week off too? Or no?
It depends.
It
Depends on
depends,
how it
yeah.
goes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
let
see
you
if
guys-
anything interesting happens around the league that pertains to the Minnesota Vikings. You know, yeah, we'll go
Make
from
it
there.
some health updates.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
yeah. You know, so
Like
yeah,
next
man, we'll
one
see.
up.
We'll see. Hey, we appreciate everybody tonight, though, for sure, as always. If you haven't hit the like button, hit it on your way out. Yeah, man, let's go. 3-2. We above 500 going into the bye. This is what we asked for. Let's get it.
And the Prodigy is going to be back after the bye.
Let's go. 9 is on the way back.
9 is on the way, Randy. 9 is on the
The
way.
Prodigy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Thank you,
He
guys.
better be a prodigy.
Hey, look, he's coming, Randy. He is coming.
That's a fact.
All right. Appreciate
Hey,
you guys for
we
tapping in
appreciate
with
it. Holla at your boys.
Holla at
man.
your boys. Purple Parlor episode 45. It is your boy SK, Realistic Randy, Rap, Skull Vikings.